Hello students, welcome to the 10th standard social science class, geography. Today we are going to learn about lifelines of national economy. But before that, I want you to get ready with a notebook and a pen to note down the important points while we are going through this lesson. So are you ready, children? Lifelines of national economy. First, let us understand the topic of this particular chapter. Lifelines. How do we exist on the earth? What are the things we need to exist to lead a normal life? First is food, then clothes and shelter. These are the things which we need to exist or lead a normal life. Then what is the economy? Economy consists of money, trade and industry. Clear? Money, trade and industry. Then what are lifelines of national economy? So lifelines are something which connect your life with the economy. Clear? Lifelines are something which connect your life with the economy of the country. That means these things satisfy your needs by connecting. Clear? This is nothing but the transport sector and the communication sector. Because these form the lifelines of a national economy. Because without these, there is no supply or demand, and whatever things you need won't reach you in time. So that is the meaning of the topic, lifelines of national economy. So let us see what is there in store for us today. So I introduce the lesson to you. We'll see further introduction here. We use different materials and services in our daily lives. Some are available in our immediate surroundings, while others are met by bringing things from far away places or other places. Goods and services do not move from supply locals to demand locals on their own. Goods cannot move on their own. Someone should move them from one place to the other. So the movement of these goods and services from their supply locations to demand locations necessitates the need for transport. So that is the purpose of transport. Need for transport means the supply of goods. The goods are transported from one place to the other. Some people are engaged in facilitating these movements. These are known to be traders who make the products come to the consumers by transportation. So thus, the pace of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over the space. I mean to say that over the distance. Therefore, efficient means of transport are the prerequisites for fast development of the country's economy. Movement of these goods and services can be over three important domains of the earth. Clear? Land, water and air. So transportation can be done through any of the three domains of the earth. Based on these, the transport can also be classified into land, water and air transport. Then we are going to see about means of transport, roadways, railways, waterways, airways, the communication sector of our country, international trade and tourism as a trade. Tourism is again a backbone of a country's development. Clear? So let us see what is in store again. So transport plays an important role in the economy, as I told you. Because of transport, raw materials reach the factory and the finished products reach to the consumer. The pace of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over space, as I told you in the previous slide. So this is the most necessary thing. It is not only production of goods and services, but also transport also plays an important role. Therefore, efficient means of transport are prerequisites for fast development. So apart from transport, the ease and mode of communications like telephone and internet makes continuous flow of information possible. It is not only transport, communication also plays a vital role in the development of the country's economy. So what the different modes of means of transport are, as I told you, the road, the airways, the rail and the waterways. These are the four means of transport. Clear? Roadways, airways, railways and waterways. Today, India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size, diversity and linguistic and socio-cultural plurality. Railways, airways and waterways, newspapers, radio, television, cinema and internet, etc. have been contributing to its socio-economic progress in many ways. So how everything is interconnected, you can see. It is not only transport, again communication. The traders from local to international levels have added to the strength of our country's economy. It has enriched our life and added significantly to growing services and facilities and for the comforts of life. We get comforts of life because of transport. For example, if you order something in Amazon.in or Flipkart, the product has to come to you by one or the other mode of transport, other means of transport. So you are enjoying your life by using the product which is manufactured somewhere. Clear? So means of transport, land, water and air. In land we have the roadways, railways and pipelines. Are you surprised, children, to know about pipelines also? Yes, pipelines is also a good means of transport. Like oil is transported, crude oil is transported. Water is also transported via pipelines. Clear? Water, inland and overseas. Inland means within the country, overseas means movement of people via ships by sea. Air, domestic airways and international airways. Domestic airways is further divided into public undertaking and private airlines. So these are the means of transport. Roadways. Clear? Roadways, we are going to discuss something about roadways now. India has one of the largest road network in the world. India has one of the largest road networks in the world, aggregating to about 2.3 million kilometers at present. This is growing by numbers every day. In India, roadways have preceded railways. They still have an edge over railways in view of the ease with which they can be built and maintained. So, compared to railways, roads can be easily built and the maintenance of roads is less compared to the railways. The growing importance of road transport versus rail transport is rooted in the following reasons. Important point from the examination point of view, children. Okay, here it shows that advantages of road compared to the railways. Construction cost of roads is much lower than that of railway lines. Construction cost of roads is much lower than that of railway lines. This is the first advantage. Roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. Whenever you find the level of the ground up and down, there also you can construct road. But it is impossible or sometimes tough to construct a railway track. Roads can negotiate higher gradients of slopes in the mountains and all those things, and as such can traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. Road transport is economical in transportation of few persons. Remember this point completely. Road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively smaller amount of goods over short distances. It also provides door-to-door service. Thus, the cost of loading and unloading is much lower. Last but not the least, road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport as they provide a link between railway stations and the seaports. Railway station and the seaport. In India, roads are classified into the following 6 classes according to their capacity. Clear? Golden quadrilateral, national highways, state highways, district roads, other roads and border roads. So, the roads in India are classified into 6. according to their capacity. The Golden Quadrilateral, national highways, state highways, district roads, other roads and border roads. So this is a map of our country where we can see the Golden Quadrilateral, okay, Northeast Corridor, okay, East-West Corridor and the phase NHDP, phase 3. So let us see what is meant by Golden Quadrilateral. What is it? So the government has launched a major road development project linking Delhi and Calcutta, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi by 6-lane superhighways. So these roads connect different main cities, metros of our country. The north-south corridor linking Srinagar, which is in Jammu and Kashmir, and Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, and the east-west corridor connecting Sialchar in Assam and Porbandar, Gujarat. These are part of this project. It is a quadrilateral, remember this. The major objective of these superhighways is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. So they may ask in the exam, what is the purpose of Golden Quadrilateral? It is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. These highway projects are being implemented by the National Highway Authority of India. These are implemented by NHAI. National highways. National highways link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are laid and maintained by CPWD, Central Public Works Department. A number of major national highways run in north-south and east-west directions. So, most of the national highways run in the north-south and the east-west directions. State highways. These are the roads linking a state capital with different district headquarters. Remember children, state highways are the roads which link the state capital with different district headquarters. So these roads are constructed and maintained by the State Public Works Department, or we call it PWD, in the state and union territories. So you have to remember who is maintaining which kind of road and what do they connect, which cities or which places do they connect. So what are district roads? These roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district. Remember, district roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district. These roads are maintained by the Jilla Parishad. These roads are maintained by the Jilla Parishad. Other roads. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this category. Here it means that rural roads are the roads which connect rural areas and villages with towns. These roads received special impetus or importance under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Remember this Yojana or the plan or the what we call the scheme, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this scheme, special provisions are made so that every village in the country is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road. So what is the purpose of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana? You should remember. Border roads. What are border roads? Apart from the roads we have read in the previous slides, Border Roads Organization is a government of India undertaking which constructs and maintains roads in the bordering areas of the country. This organization was established in 1960. When was it established? It was established in 1960. What is the purpose? It was established for the development of the roads of strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. These roads have improved accessibility in the areas of difficult terrain. I mean, wherever there are mountains and all those things, these roads are constructed and have helped in the economic development of these particular areas. Road density. So what is road density? The definition is very important here. You must remember this, children. The length of road per 100 square kilometer of area is known as density of roads or road density. The length of road per 100 square kilometer of area is known as density of roads. Distribution of road is not uniform in the country. That's what they are telling. So roads are not evenly distributed across the country because of various geographical parameters. Density of all roads varies from only 10 kilometers in Jammu and Kashmir to 375 kilometers in Kerala with national average of 75 kilometers. This is the data according to 96-97. Road transportation in India faces a number of problems. It faces a number of problems. Keeping in view the volume of traffic and passengers, the road networks is inadequate. About half of the roads are unmetalled. These are not pakka roads. These are called as kacha roads, unmetalled roads. And this limits their usage during the rainy season. So metal roads are the roads where you can travel in any season. But unmetalled roads you cannot travel in rainy season because these get unendurated. Okay, you can't use them. The national highways are inadequate too. Moreover, the roadways are highly congested in cities and most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. Now we are done with the roadways. We are going to see what is in store for railways. So this is a map showing the railway network of our country. Okay. So railways are the principal mode of transportation for goods and passengers in India. Railways also make it possible to conduct various activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage along with transportation of goods over longer distances. Apart from an important means of transport, the Indian railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. See how old is our Indian railways. Railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industries and agriculture. So railways play a very major role in the development of the country's economy, or the economic development is basically dependent on railways. Rail gauge and length. So this table shows the rail gauge. Gauge in meters, route in kilometers, running track in kilometers and total track. Broad gauge 1.676 in meters, route 46,807 kilometers, running track is 66,754 kilometers, total track is 88,547. Meter gauge 13,209, running track 13,976 kilometers, total track 16,489. Narrow gauge 0.72 and 0.610. The route in kilometers is 3,124. Running track in kilometer 3,129. Total track 3,450. They may ask you this table in the examination. They may ask you to fill in whatever is left in this blank. Development of railways. The distribution pattern of railway network in the country has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic and administrative factors. See, many factors are involved in the development of railways in the country. The northern plains with their vast level land, high population density and rich agricultural resources provided the most favorable condition for their growth. Remember, the topography of the area plays a very major role in the development of railways, because in north we have most of plain land. Hence, the railways developed a lot in this particular northern plains. However, a large number of rivers requiring construction of bridges across their wide beds posed some obstacles. Whenever there is a river, it is very tough to construct a railway track, but still the Indian railways have managed to construct many bridges across rivers in India today. In the hilly terrains of the peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels. Okay, wherever there is a hilly area, they dig tunnels, they blast the hills, they construct tunnels and they construct railway tracks. The best example close by to our place is Araku Valley. The distance between Vishakhapatnam and Araku, the distance between the between Visakhapatnam and Araku is covered by railway track, which goes through beautiful tunnels. Okay. The Himalayan mountainous regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief, sparse population and lack of economic opportunities. Likewise, it was difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plains of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jharkhand. These are the challenges which the railways face because they are not able to construct railway lines in these particular areas. In recent times, the development of the Konkan railways along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in this most important economic region of India. It has also faced a number of problems such as sinking of track in some stretches and landslides. These are the challenges which railways is facing today. Today, the railways have become more important in our national economy than all other means of transport put together. However, rail transport suffers from certain problems as well. Many passengers travel without tickets. That's the first point. Thefts and damaging of railway property has not yet stopped completely. People stop the trains, pull the chain unnecessarily, and this causes heavy damage to the railways. So these are some disadvantages or the problems faced by railways, Indian railways. So next comes pipelines. Pipeline transport network is the new arrival on the transportation map of India. The latest one is transport via pipelines. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now, these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories and big thermal power plants. Solids can also be transported through pipeline when converted into slurry. Slurry is a semi-solid and liquid fluid. The far inland locations of refineries like Barauni, Mathura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought of only because of pipelines. Initial cost of laying pipelines is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. It rules out transshipment losses or delay. There won't be any delays or any spillage won't be. We won't lose anything if something is transported via pipelines. The three important networks of pipeline transport in the country are, we have a field in Upper Assam which links Assam to Kanpur via Guwahati, Barauni and Allahabad. It has branches from Barauni to Haldia via Rajband to Maurigram and Guwahati in Siliguri. Important things to remember. Okay, what these pipelines connect, which places. From Salia in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi and Sonipat. Here it has branches to connect Koyali near Baroda, Gujarat, Chakshu and other places. Gas pipelines from Hazira in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. Clear? It has branches to Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur, Babrala and other places in Uttar Pradesh. So these are some of the important network pipelines in our country. Next comes waterways. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environmental friendly mode of transport. India has inland navigation waterways of 14,500 kilometers in length. Out of these, only 3,700 kilometers are navigable by mechanized boats. The following waterways are declared as national waterways by the Government of India. The Ganga river between Allahabad and Haldia, which is 1,620 kilometers, it is called as Northwest number 1. The Brahmaputra river between Sadia and Dubri, 891 kilometers, Northwest number 2. Or national waterways. These are called as national, NW means national waterways. The West Coast Canal in Kerala is called as national waterways. Number 3. The other viable inland waterways include the Godavari, Krishna, Barak, Sundarbans, Buckingham Canal, Brahmani, East-West Canal and Damodar Valley Corporation Canal. Major seaports, very important from examination point of view. With a long coastline of 7,516.6 km, India is dotted with 12 major and 181 medium and minor ports. These major ports handle around 95% of India's foreign trade. Clear? There are many places which you should remember. Kandla is a tidal port. It caters to the convenient landing of exports and imports of highly productive granary and industrial belt stretching across states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural, well-sheltered harbour. The Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view to congest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Remember children, this has been asked in the previous exams. You may get this also. Marmagao port is a premier iron ore port of the country, exporting port of the country. This port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. New Mangalore port, which is located in Karnataka, caters to the export of iron ore concretes from Kundremukh mines. Kochi is the extreme south-western port located at the entrance of a lagoon with a natural harbour. Remember these children. On the east coast is the post of Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. This port has a natural harbour, and rich hinterland. Thus it has a flourishing trade handling of large variety of cargoes to even our neighbouring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. and the coastal region of India. Chennai, it is one of the oldest artificial ports of the country. It is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of volume of trade and cargo. Visakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. This port was originally conceived as an outlet for iron ore exports. Paradip port, located in Odisha, specializes in the export of iron ore. Kolkata is an inland riverine port. This port serves as a very large and rich hinterland of Ganga-Brahmaputra basin. Being a tidal port, it requires constant dredging of Hooghly. Haldia port was developed as a subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. This was also asked many times. Clear? The exam. Airways. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. On the operational side, Indian Airlines Alliance Air, subsidiary of Indian Airlines, private scheduled airlines and non-scheduled operators provide domestic airline services. Air India provides international air services. Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Commission in its offshore operations to inaccessible areas and official terrains like the northeastern states and the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttaranchal. Indian Airlines operations they also extend to the neighboring countries of South and Southeast Asia and the Middle East. So now let us see what role the personal communication, mass communication has in the development of the country's economy. Personal communication and mass communication, including television, radio, press, films, etc., are the major means of communication in the country. The latest thing is internet. India Post. The India Postal Network is the largest in the world. It handles parcels as well as personal written communications. Cards and envelopes are considered first class mail and are airlifted between stations covering both land and air. You must remember what is included in first class mail. The second class mail includes book packets, registered newspapers and periodicals. They are carried by surface mail covering land and water transport. To facilitate quick delivery of mails in large towns and cities, 6 mail channels have been introduced recently. They are called Rajdhani Channel, Metro Channel, Green Channel, Business Channel, Bulk Mail Channel and Periodical Channel. Telephone. India has one of the largest telephone networks in Asia. In order to strengthen the flow of information from the grassroots to higher levels, the government has made special provision to extend 24 hours STD facility to every village in the country. There is a uniform rate of STD facilities all over India. It has been made possible by integrating the development in space technology with communication. I want to say one thing, children. Even though the mobile telephony has increased today, BSNL covers most of the areas of India. So still, the landline telephony has got a lot to do with internet connectivity in many parts of our country. So we'll see films. Clear? Mobile networks and films. India is one of the fastest growing mobile networks in the world. Mobile phones have changed the way Indians are conducting business today. Now, even low-income group people like vegetable vendors, plumbers and carpenters get better business because they are connected through mobile phones. India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. It produces short films, video feature films and video short films. The Central Board of Film Certification is the authority to certify both Indian and foreign films. Mass communication. It provides entertainment and creates awareness among people about various national programs and policies. It includes radio, television, newspapers, magazines, books and films. AIR or All India Radio, it's also called as Akashvani, broadcasts a variety of programs in national, regional and local languages for various categories of people spread over different parts of the country. Now we have the FM channels, radio FM channels, which generally deliver many messages. Advertisements are there, social messages are there, they deliver many things. Doordarshan, the national television channel of India, is one of the largest terrestrial network in the world. It broadcasts a variety of programs from entertainment, educational to sports, etc. for people of different age groups. Today we have satellite television, or we call DTH television. This is also a part of mass communication. Newspapers. India publishes a large number of newspapers and periodicals annually. They are of different types depending upon periodicity. Newspapers are published in about 100 languages and dialects. Largest number of newspapers published in the country are in Hindi, followed by English and Urdu. International trade. Now let us come to international trade. Trade between two countries is called international trade. This may be by export or import. It may take place through sea, air or land routes. Advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its economic prosperity. It is therefore considered the economic barometer for a country. The economic barometer for the country is international trade. Export. When the goods are sent to other country for sale, it is called export. I mean to say, from India, if we send some other product to some other country, it is called export. We sell products to other countries, called export. When we import, I mean to say, when we get some goods from some other country, it is called import. Balance of payment. This is the difference between export and import of a country. When export is higher than import, then it is a situation of favorable balance of payment. I mean to say, when export is more than import, we say it is favorable balance of payment. On the other hand, when the import is higher than export, then we call it as unfavorable balance of payment. So always the exports should be more than the imports. So we have the table over here. The share of contribution of exports for a country. Agriculture and elite products 2.53%. Ores and minerals 9.12%. Gems and jewelry 26.75%. chemicals and daily products 24.45%, engineering goods 35.63%, petroleum products 86.12%. So the maximum products exported from our country are petroleum products, which accounts to 86.12%. See what we import. Petroleum products 41.87%, pearls and precious stones 29.26%, inorganic chemicals 29.39%, coke, coal and briquettes 94.17%, machinery 12.56%. So you can see we import coke, coal and briquettes, which accounts for 94.17% of the total imports by our country. Bulk imports as a group registered a growth accounting for 39.09% of total imports. This group imports includes fertilizers. We import a lot of fertilizers, cereals, edible oils and newsprint. International trade has undergone a great change actually. In the last 15 years, exchange of commodities and goods have been superseded by exchange of information and knowledge. India has emerged as a software giant at the international level, and it is earning large foreign exchange through the export of information technology. So India has made a mark in the world because it is one of the leaders in the information technology. Tourism as a trade. Yes children, tourism also plays a very important role for the country's economic development. More than 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Tourism also promotes national integration. It provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. It also helps in the development of international understanding about a culture and heritage. So children, we have seen how transport and communication play a very important role in the development of our country's economy. So these are the lifelines of national economy: transport and communication. Thank you children. Do read at home. Complete your homeworks in time. Thank you.